Hello all, Marko here with you today. Welcome to my webinar, and please write to the chat. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Is everything okay? So I will also check my chat window. If you are first time here, then chat window is in your right side, and you can write there. Hello from South Africa. Hello. Of course, you can write where you're from, in which country. It's very interesting for me to know where are you from. So please write in the chat. Then also I know that you can hear and see me. So Monica, hello. Jonas, hello. Colleen, yes, I said already hello. USA, Mexico, Latvia, Austria. Welcome to you all. It's very nice to be here and talk about dog walking, how to do it with loose leash. For me, it's very important because you do it every day. So you have to do it nicely, that your dog loves it, that you love walking, that it has to come together. So we will see today how to do it so that dog doesn't pull you. You can relax and enjoy walking with your dog. Let's begin then, and I share the screen with the first slide here. So, how to walk a dog, and this is the first course. There is follow-up if you want to, but it's not necessary, but I'm talking about later. First thing, I'm talking a little bit about what are the principles of my trainings. There is 3 very simple things. So I teach to people how to understand your dog and create relationship. And I help dogs to be a dog, because this is very important. The dog can be a dog, not human or something else. He has to be a dog, and he has to have the possibility to make yourself understandable to you. This is very important. And understanding each other, then this is the way to the happy dog. And of course, if your dog is happy, then you are happy. So it's a happy ending. And at this webinar, I'm talking about walking equipment, what you need and what not. And of course, how to walk step by step. We are looking what to do. We're watching videos later, and you can start to do this tomorrow. So there is always questions, and I put some of them here on your screen that you can see those. They are always similar. How to walk with loose leash, how to do that dog is not pulling, reduce interest on other dogs. So it's always similar questions. And in this webinar, you get answers to those questions. And of course, if you have questions, you can write in the chat window, and I try to answer maybe during the webinar, maybe after. We will see how it goes. So first thing, equipment, what you don't need. First thing is flexi doesn't work. What it means? Flexi has spring. I have one flexi here. Flexi is spring loaded. So there is always tension in your dog back or in your dog neck. Depends to use harness or collar. So it always feels for dog there's something pulling him. And we don't need this. We need normal leash without springs. And of course, short leash. You can't teach to walk dog nicely, freely if you use short leash. Yes, you can teach them to heel, but it's not happy free walk with long leash. It's different. And of course, you don't need prong collars, muscle collars, slip leashes. You don't need this kind of equipment because you don't need to hurt your dog. Your dog has to be happy and you too. So it's always better to not use something like that. So if you walk your dog, it doesn't have to look something like this or something like this. We can do it without those things. So, but what you need? First thing, you need long leash, 5 meter, minimum 3 meters. One is here. I use very cheap leashes, but those are very good. Here they cost around 10 euros and they are very strong, very good quality. And this is the best option. And if your dog is a little bit bigger, then 3 meters is a little bit, you need more. Let's say 4 to 5, because this is quite optimal. Of course, you can use longer leashes, but then you struggle to hold this leash again. So I found out that 5 is quite good. And proper harness. Harness is separate. Webinar I have this also, but in Estonian. If you don't know how your harness should look like, then I show you. I put myself in the bigger screen so you can see it. This is proper harness. So H on the top here and Y here. This is correct harness for your dog. It should be looking like this. And of course, leg has to be free. So if your harness looks like this, then it's not good. Your dog can't move your legs normally. So if you go to buy some harnesses, then check out that it should be looking something like this. And this is harness which you shouldn't buy. This is like collar, because if you pull the dog or dog pulls, it's working similar like collar here. So force goes to the neck. So don't use harness like this. Okay, back to the screen. So, and of course, lot of treats, something good. And in the beginning, you need lot of them. If you think, okay, I'm taking small bag, then multiply by 3. So you need a lot more if you start. Later you already know how much you need, but first you need more than you think. Patience, and this is for you. You need it a lot. And some good place, and especially in the beginning, because if possible, it has to be some quiet, not so much traffic, less people. Try to choose some little bit quiet place. It doesn't have to be forest, but maybe some park, or if you are in city, then some quiet street maybe. This kind of place also works. And best options. Always you have to know that your dog doesn't have to be young. You can teach your dog if he's 5, 6, or 10 years old. It doesn't matter. You can teach him to walk nice on leash. It's not a problem at all. And as I said, quiet place, few people and dogs, and wide place. So you have to have options to move left or right. So if you have some narrow street and fences left and right side, then this is not a good place to start. Try to find something else. And time. Let's say hour and a half for the start you need. So if you are hurry, don't try to walk your dog or teach your dog to walk. Let's say that way. First action. First action is stand still. What it means? It means that you can't move when your dog pulling leash. It doesn't mean that you have to stay like a rock, but basically find some place where is some trees, some bushes, and dog is pulling your leash, but you have to stay in that area, let's say that a few meters moving only, not more. You have to try to stay in one place. It's very important for the start. And if your dog is pulling you all the time, left, right, he doesn't understand why you don't move, because we always move. Then you need this patience first and stay calm and do not move. Usually you need a few minutes, 5 maybe for the start, but sometimes you need more. I have some cases where I have to stand, let's say, almost 45 minutes, some extreme cases. But usually there is only a few minutes or maximum 10 minutes. And of course, like I said, it's not in the just one place, but little bit moving, but not much. Try to be there and don't give the dog options to pull you. So step 2, start moving if your dog stays, let's say, few seconds. But if you try to move, your dog pulls again because he sees, okay, you're going, you're moving, okay, now we can go, and hop, your dog pulls again. So call the dog and stop. And you have to make contact sound. Now I'm talking about contact sound, what it is and how to use it. What is contact sound? Contact sound is sound what you can do with your mouth. I'm suggesting that you can do something like, or something very easy to do, and this is contact sound. And this is the best option what you can use if you want to teach your dog to bark. It's very easy to do this sound, and you don't forget it never. So use this whatever you like. This is very, very easy to do and very easy to use. There is other options, but don't use those. There is like dog name. If you're using dog name to call, this is a little bit bad because your voice changes. Let's say you call your dog, and if you say second time, because he doesn't come first, of course, so your voice already changing and dog can hear it. So this means that he never comes on the first call because he will wait when your voice changes. So, but if you make contact sound, even if you are angry, you can't change it. It's always the same. But saying name angry, it's different already. Or same thing, short word, whatever you like. Same thing, you change your voice. Even if you don't want to, but you change it. It happens. Or some other sound. No commands. This is also important. You can't use commands if you want to teach loose leash walking. So don't use those options. Use contact sound. This is the best one. Fourth step. It happens when your dog doesn't come. And of course, he doesn't come because he doesn't know what to do. And you have to help him. So you will pull your dog gentle if he doesn't come when you're making contact sound. Before you repeat this contact sound 1 or maximum 2 times. This means that, okay, I'm making this sound once, now I'm counting 1, 2, and make it again. And if dog doesn't come, now you pull the leash. And it is smooth, gentle pull. It is very smooth, just guiding your dog to yourself. Always smooth, gentle. And then, of course, 5th and 6th step, rise and treats. Always. And you have to keep those in order. So first the rise and then treats. And there's one important thing. If dog doesn't respond your call, your contact sound, and you have to pull him, then you have to give him treats and prize him anyway, always. You can't left it out. This is important. Those learning steps are stay until your leash is loose and start moving when your leash is loose. And if your dog pulls, call the dog with contact sound. Repeat contact sound after few seconds if necessary. And you can't make contact sound like this. It's not contact sound anymore. You have to make it separate. Let's say you make it twice. It's contact sound. Now you're counting 1, 2, and make again. Now it's 2 contact sounds. and gentle leash pull if necessary. And in the beginning, it's always necessary. Let's say first week it's necessary. Not always, but most of the times you need this leash pull because your dog pulls and it doesn't know how to react. And praise and treats. Those are basic steps, and you have to do it a lot because all those steps are repeated again. Dog pulls the leash. A moment before the pull is call. If necessary, smooth pull on the leash. And when dog reaches to you, praise and treats. And everything is repeated again. So what it means? It means you need a lot of treats and your mouth is dry because you have to do always. You need water for yourself, for your dog, treats and patience, and a lot of them. So those are the steps, what you have to do. As you see, it's very easy, nothing complicated. Now we watch first video, how it looks like. If you have questions, write me. So I will find our first video. It should be this one. Okay, I share the screen. So there you see how I walk my dog. Let's watch it. Your walking should be look like this in the end, let's say. Not the first week or maybe the second, but let's say after a month, it should be looking something like this. We will watch it again. Let's watch first time, and then I will repeat this where I did this contact sound. Scroll back. Okay. I hit pause right now. What I told you, you have to make contact sound before your dog pulls the leash. So right now, I calculated that if dog keeps speeding up, then leash will be pulled. So I made contact sound. My dog reacts for contact sound, so I don't have to pull him anymore. But later we will watch different video where you can see that I'm also pulling my dog because he doesn't react for the to the contact sound. So I'm making contact sound. So let's switch. And my dog turns and praise treats. This is what you have to do, and a lot. And soon I will be doing this again in this video. Let's watch it a little bit more. I'm reading some questions. What if we come across a distraction? I'm talking about a little bit later. We watch this video and then I'm talking what to do then. Again, I was looking that, okay, my dog is going too fast. I did a contact sound and praise, and treats. This is how your walking will look like. Depends how good you are. Maybe after a few weeks, maybe after a month. If you don't do it every day, maybe it takes 3 months or 6 months. It depends, but you get there if you do it, let's say, at least a few times in the week. So if you do it every day once, then it goes quite fast. Okay. So this was the first video. I'm putting back my PowerPoint. So, distraction, another dog, something else, big bus, I don't know, some different things, what your dog don't like, what you do. Basically, there is exactly the same steps, exactly the same. But now you are looking what is happening, how your dog reacts, or if you know your dog, then you know already how he will react, and you making contact sound, calling him away, pulling the leash. It's the same. But if there is distractions, another dog, something else, then move before your dog reacts is the best way. Before something happens, always before. Try to see what will happening. So be aware what is going on. This is the best way. And distance, you need it. And usually people think that this 5 or 10 meters is enough, but usually it's not. Most dogs needs 20, 30, 50 meters when you start them teaching to walk, because they are irritated, they are nervous, so there's a lot of problems, they don't feel good. You will see that is 5 meters away from another dog or something else is it's not enough. You need more distance. And you can, of course, if you start to walk, then you see that, but you can find out what this distance for you is. And it comes shorter. Every time when you walk, your dog already knows that he doesn't have to react for another dog or something else, so that he will pull or bark, but he will come to you, and this distance comes shorter and shorter. Let's say if you do this kind of walking every day, 1 or 2 weeks, then if you started, let's say, around 50 meters, then after 2 weeks, you are probably around 5 to 10 meters distance from the same object without reaction. But, nota bene, there is some issues. First, you have to teach this walking method. If you try to teach this passing from another dog first, then you will not succeed. You have to teach him basics, how to react for your contact sound, how to come to you. So first those things, and then you can start try to pass another dogs. Let's say if you do it every day, then after 1 week, not before. And of course, distance. Your dog needs more distance than you think. And 5 meters is usually totally minimum, absolute minimum. And if your dog is too nervous, too irritated, he can't learn and you will not succeed. So you have to calm down, your dog have to calm down. And now let's watch more videos, how it will look like this walking and how to call your dog. So let's see. Okay, here is a video. I will share it. This is patience. You have to let your dog sniff. I hope you know this. And here is timer. How long it can take this sniffing, and if you don't let your dog sniff, your dog will be irritated. He doesn't want to walk with you. There will be a lot of problems. This is real-time timer there. You can see how long it can take. As you see, 40 seconds, still sniffing. There is no plan to move. You need patience. If you walk your dog, there is always some places where he wants to sniff more. This 1 minute or maybe more, but sometimes only a few seconds. So as you see, we are past 1 minute and still sniffing. So 1 minute, 22 seconds was this one sniff. So what it means? It means that you need time, patience, and you have to give those things to your dog too. And you have to slow down. You can't hurry, you can't rush or run if you want to teach your dog walking with loose leash. I will show you another video. So what happens when your dog sees another dog? There is another dog right side. Where is the fence? There is dog. He's barking, and my dog will react. You will see what to do and how it will look like. Just if you start, this will be more pulling, but basically the same. We'll watch it, of course, again, not only one time, but 2 or 3 times this video. So he didn't come at first because my dog already was irritated a lot. So I have to call him again, and I needed this second call. Now my dog stays because he doesn't want to move. He is still irritated. So dog is barking. I'm thinking what to do. I'm looking that the leash is not good. It's over his legs, so it's a little bit dangerous. You have to always watch this, that if your dog pulls, it's safe to pull. So I will move. I'm ready, and my dog reacts again. I'm making contact sound, and this time my dog comes. And now we can move. So let's watch this video again, because this is what you do all the time if you're walking with your dog. If your dog knows how to walk, you don't need this contact sound. You don't have to do. Or maybe one time, let's say one walk, one contact sound, because most of the time your dog walks nicely on leash. No pulling, nothing. So there is correct moment and little bit late moment, but both have this contact sound has to be before dogs pulls the leash or you pulled the leash. It doesn't matter, but contact sound has to be first, always. If you are late, then be quiet and try to move on. Don't ruin your contact sound. Okay, there is some questions. Very clear instructions. Videos are so useful. Thank you. I hope so, because I hope you can see how to react, what you have to do. Only difference is that probably your dog is pulling more. That's the only difference, and you have to be more alert. And of course, you need also more this leash pulling to call your dog to yourself. So, but basically, steps are the same. Okay. Now I'm showing you the distance. What happens and why you need distance. There is my dog is quite young, but he knows how to walk. But there is another dog, and you can see how far away this dog is. It's 20 meters easily. But my dog reacts. He is irritated right now. And he doesn't react to the contact sound anymore. So moving away and making contact sound. Now my dog comes. So this is what you do. Moving away. This is very important. Let's see this again. My dog reacts. This is reacting. If you start, then your dog reaction probably looks like barking and pulling a leash, but it's the same reaction. Just my dog reacts a little bit differently. But if you started walking, then it was barking and pulling the leash. So this is a short video. We can watch it again. My dog reacts. Right now, he already reacted. And 20 meters. So you can imagine what will happen if you try to walk your dog, and right now your dog pulls all the time. Then you have to be ready, and you need more distance. Okay. And let's see, do I have here? Okay, let's watch one video more. This is video where I don't say anything. My dog knows how to walk, and he slows down. He slows down by himself. I don't need to tell him nothing anymore because he knows how to walk. You see, he leash was a little bit tensioned already, and he knows, okay, I have to slow down. And he will slow down and walking nicely on leash. He's waiting, and you will get same results if you do those 6 simple steps. Because at first my dog was overreacting to everything. Dogs, people, different things. And in real life, let's say it's quite easy. You don't need some, I don't know, some very, very difficult commands or something. You don't need those at all. No commands, nothing. This is very important. Don't command your dog if you want that your dog behaves like this. So he knows what to do without commands. If you try to command, then he will react to the command. So he will come to you, but it's because you commanded. So don't command your dog. Again, staying, but I don't say anything. I'm quiet there. Okay. Stop this video. I will check. There is maybe some questions. How do you manage when the dog goes to eat litter, trash? Why dog eating those things? Probably your dog is very nervous, very irritated. So first thing, you have to start walking slowly, very slowly. And then your dog brain will relax. You will relax, and those different kind eating problems usually goes away. Not always, but this is the first thing what you have to do. All dogs try to grab something usually because they don't know how to behave, because they are nervous. They try to chew. This helps them to relax, this chewing. And that's why they will grab those crap, try to eat. It's very often, even stones or something like that. It's not always because of that, but usually it's the first thing. They are just too irritated. Try to calm down your dog. Walk slowly. Let him sniff. And do some mental activities. There is a video what I did with Lisbeth. If you saw this, there is some explanations how to do it, or if you haven't, then it's in my webpage or Facebook. You can watch this video. It's called outdoor activities. It's the first thing is calm your dog down. So I will share screen again. So we saw the videos. And now the most important thing when walking. Like I said, calm down. First, most important thing. And you have to calm down. Because if you can't do it, calm down, then your dog don't calm down because he can feel it. You have to relax, calm down, and then everything comes together. So this is the first and main thing. If you start, you need patience and calm down. And after that, usually everything will go well. So, simple main things. Right length of the leash. Minimum 3 meters, but I recommend 5 meters. And peaceful, relaxed walking. This is very, very slow walk. Don't hurry. Take it easy. Relax, enjoy. Of course, at first it not something to enjoy. You have to call your dog all the time and pull leash gently. But soon you see how you will progress. And in real life, you will see this progress even after first walk. If you do it correctly, you will see it after 1 hour that it's already better. So, and also getting out from problem situations. So moving left or right and distance. You need this distance at first. Of course, it's not always possible to give this distance, but if you start this walking, then try to find some place where is this possibilities to move away. And you need time and motivation. There is not exactly, I can't say how long it takes. It's different, but usually after few months, your dog will walk nice on leash, loose leash, and he knows how to react. You know what to do, and it's very, very nice walk always. And you need motivation. You need it, and your dog needs it. So find your motivation and your dogs too, and then you will succeed. So, now question. What about the treats after when he already understands how to walk? Because he probably will wanna treats after every contact sound. Let's say that way. First few months, 2-3 months, you have to give those treats every time. And then you can give them, let's say, over 1 time, over 2 times. So, but definitely first month, but I guess probably more. Depends how much you work your dog like this. It depends. You can see how you will progress, and then you can try to remove some of the treats. But usually it takes a few months before to do that. And if you're walking your dog and you don't have treats anymore, they are already eaten already, then stop calling your dog. Don't do this contact sound anymore. Just go. So training is ended when you don't have any more treats anymore. So a few words about level 2. You don't need it because if you do just what I said to you, you will succeed. But if you have some interest, what is behind this walking, how to solve those problems, what you may have or why this loose leash walking fails, because often it can fail. And it's not because of your dog, but it because of you, unfortunately. So there is a second part. If you want to, but it's not necessary. And it's 2 webinars. First is calming signals, because you need those. If you don't know, then I'm talking about those. If you know, it's good. But calming signals, this is dog language, so you need to understand what your dog says to you. And after that, you also get certificate that you have done this level 1 and 2. And then I want to see your video also before the certificate. And this is 25 euros. Link is in my webpage. So, is there more questions? I hope those videos will help you. You can watch this webinar later. You will get the link to this webinar, and also I will upload this in my Facebook page. In the videos section will be also available. But I hope that it's quite easy, quite simple. There is nothing difficult. Patience, and you have to calm down, and I hope you will succeed. So try it yourself, and if you need some help, you can write me. You can send me videos how it's going, and if you don't succeed, I can show you or tell you what to do. Where is some problem areas? So thank you all. See you. Bye.